Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's Reiki Yin Yoga for the Heart Chakra. Yay! Um, welcome, welcome, welcome. And whether you're listening on live or on the recording, it's great to have you here. And just to clarify, Reiki works, remote Reiki works just as well, whether you're listening to me right now live or if you're watching the recording later, because Reiki energy doesn't care about time and space, basically. So if you're coming to this recording at a later time, just know that it still will be just as healing for you. So let me introduce myself. I'm Sarah. I go by Long Core Yogi online, and I've practiced yoga for over 20 years, and I've taught yoga for almost 10 years. It's 10 years in November, actually. And I also got attuned in Reiki in January, February of this year. And actually, this is my first class as a Reiki master because I did my Reiki 3 attunement about a month ago. So I'm very excited to be bringing you the full Reiki master experience. Um, I'll just speak a little bit about what this concept is. And if you have come primarily for yoga and are not too bothered about Reiki, that's great, that's fine. You can just listen to the yoga instructions and follow along to yoga, and the Reiki is just an extra bonus. Likewise, if you are more interested in Reiki, feel free to just completely ignore my yoga instructions and just lie down, relax, have a bath, do whatever you wish. But I do think it's a really nice combination. As well, talking about combinations, let me just stick the suggested music in the chat as well. So I also recommend that this singing bowls would be a really nice accompaniment to today's class. But yes, so for anybody that doesn't know about Yin Yoga, so Yin is a very slow, very still form of yoga, and it's kind of like the perfect combination to do Senju Reiki because obviously you're completely relaxing, completely at rest. And the main concepts of Yin, so we hold poses for like 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes even. The main thing is to come to a comfortable position that you can hold comfortably and then remain to be still, and you're trying to be still in both physical form but also in the old mind as well. And so that's basically Yin Yoga. By the way, for the Yin class, I have set up, if you have a bolster, a yoga bolster and a block, fabulous. I recommend setting it up like this with a block lengthways and a bolster on a reclined angle. So we're going to start out a lovely heart open position. And if you don't have a bolster and block, that's fine. Here's a recommended alternative, which is to get like 5 pillows, and you can stack like 3 or 4 on one end, and then lie some rectangular pillows to make a slant. And if it doesn't feel very sturdy, feel free to just do it against a wall, or in fact, you can do this class in bed, so against the top of your bed as well. That would be perfectly fine. But anyway, that's why that's there. In fact, I'll just move it to one side now. All right, so that's the yoga part of it. And then Reiki. So, Reiki is, I'm not going to try and explain exactly about remote Reiki, just to say that I am a part of the Usui practice, and I can send you Reiki across all time and space. And if you are energy sensitive, you might feel and experience quite a lot. At the same time, you might experience nothing. Okay. And I just want to say that whether you have an experience or not, of Reiki, it's still working. Okay, so don't worry. You can actually not believe in it at all and just think, oh, this is a load of nonsense, and it will still come and get you if you're open to it. If you say you're open and allow to the Reiki energy, then it will come, and it's intelligence. So we're working. I'm going to be starting a little bit in the head and grounding down at the same time, but I am working primarily with the heart space. And we're going to be doing some lovely yoga poses to really open up the heart center as well. Great. Well, let's get cracking then. So if you'd like to come up to, oh, and also I have the rose quartz everywhere, as I did rose quartz around, so I'm going to be using that as part of the remote Reiki as well. Okay, let's crack on then. So if you come up to your reclining chair, and you just want to shimmy up against it and then see if you can recline down and definitely make any adjustments if it doesn't feel sturdy, if you want to be more supported at the wall, make any adjustments that you need. But ultimately, we're stretching our legs out long, and obviously, with this, your heart space is really open and your arms can fall out to the side, palms facing up. And when you arrive at a point that feels like you can remain still, let's just arrive in this moment, noticing how you are right now, what you've come to practice with. It's all perfect just as it is. And bringing attention to the breath, noticing the gentle rising and falling of the belly. Before I get started with the Reiki practice, let's just connect to the heart center for a moment. If that sounds too vague a concept, feel free to just put both hands over the very center of your chest for a minute. And I want you to think of something that you're grateful for. Think of something or someone that you're grateful for. Don't worry what it is, just go instantaneously. What's the first thing that comes to mind? And I want you to picture that something, that someone right in front of you, and they're smiling at you. And I want you to smile back at them. And just give them some appreciation, some gratitude, some love. Like to say thank you, or I appreciate you. I love you. And see how they respond. You might feel a little niggle in the heart center, maybe a little warmth or a little tickle or something. Whatever you're experiencing is perfect. We're just activating that space. And let your arms fall back out to the sides, palm facing up if you haven't already. I want you to breathe deeply in and down and up and out. Take a lovely deep breath like you really need it and hold it gently without tensing anywhere. Gentle hold. Hold it, hold it. We sip a little bit extra. No tension. And when you're ready to release, just release it through your mouth very slowly. Perfect. Do one more like that. A little bit extra. And gently release. That's great. Just keep your attention on your heart space as you invite in your spirit team, anyone you'd like to assist you with today's healing. State that you accept this healing for your highest health, wealth, and wellness. That's great. And just imagine, if you can, imagine with every breath like you're breathing in through the heart center. You're breathing air into the heart space, and it's glowing and getting brighter. And you're breathing out through the heart space too. Just imagine that the breath is happening all at the heart center. The energy is really going there. Wonderful. I'll get started. Keep focusing on that breath. Keep imagining the amber at your chest getting brighter and brighter. You might want to visualize the color. With every breath you take, it's like a bellows into the fire. It's like making it brighter and more vivid. Notice if you are tensing anywhere, tensing in the leg muscles maybe. Just let your feet flop out to the sides to release all tension like a rag doll. That's good. Stay 1 more minute here and then we'll change positions. Try not to fall asleep, but if you've fallen asleep, that's fine. Okay, I'm just beginning in the heart space. Keep breathing. That's great. So just begin to bend your knees, planting the feet. And all I want you to do is just roll into your side. So the hip is still up against the bolster or pillow stack. And you're just lying on your side here, okay? In deer pose. And access the side body, whichever side you've chosen is perfect. And feel free if your arms, you don't know what to do with your arms, you might want to put an arm overhead or put your arm by your side. Whatever feels right for you is perfect at this time. Keep focusing on that heart center. I'm being asked to remind you to connect to a sense of gratitude. You might want to do a little rolling list of things in your head that you're grateful for. It can be super small, like I'm grateful I woke up today, or I'm grateful the sun has risen. I can absolutely anything. Just see where, just see where the mind takes you with this, connecting to the frequency of gratitude. That's great. So when you're ready, I want you to come back onto your back and then going to roll over onto the other side. So just in the same position but changing directions. And just find that comfy point that you can hold. Take some deep breaths into the side body. When we lie on our side, one lung is obviously being used much more than the other. Like one lung takes a rest and the other one's getting used. So really breathe into the lung that's top. It's great. Actually, imagine that with every in breath, you're breathing in a really vivid, either a pink color or a green color, or gold, but a really vivid, beautiful color. This is whatever color most resonates with you. It's like positive. Imagine you're breathing it deep into both lungs. Breathing in the oxygen, filling every section of the lungs. And exhale, letting go, releasing anything that no longer serves you. You let the color cleanse through both lungs, shining light and love right into your whole chest cavity. It's great. Really releasing and let go of anything that no longer serves you. Imagine you're breathing in the beautiful, vivid color. When you breathe out, some gray or black maybe coming out, that's releasing and letting go. Okay, and then gently you can just push up into a seated position. Before you both fall asleep, let's just take a moment to have a little stretch. So you could be in a cross-legged position, whatever's comfy for you. This position, and let's just take a stretch over one side and a stretch over the other side. That's great. Have a nice straight spine. Now breathe in, lifting the arms up. And on exhale, I want you to reach your right hand towards your left knee, and your left hand comes behind. And we'll just hold this gentle twist just for a couple of minutes. As you twist, you wring out the respiratory system, also the digestive system. But what I'm connecting to is actually your spinal column. So easing this. Okay, a gentle release. I know this is not a technically a yin position. And then float your arms up, nice deep breath in. And exhale, your left hand's going to right knee and right hand goes behind. And we're not trying to force or push here. We don't need to do anything dramatic. We're just engaging and lovely ringing out. It's great. Okay, and release. Okay, now we're going to come and sit facing your stack and your knees coming nice and wide and kind of shuffle up. And we're actually going to do a wide-legged child's pose into your stack of pillows. So you can just gently release down. And if you find that this is too high, feel free to adjust it down a little bit. It's nice to have this support, but it doesn't have to be quite as dramatic. Just shuffle around and just get to a point that feels nice and yummy. Your hips are wide, you're really surrendering down. You're connecting your heart center with the bolster. And then you can either put your forehead down, or if that seems not right and you can't breathe, feel free to turn your neck onto one side. And again, just find some stillness there. Let your pelvis float down towards your heels. And on the exhale, just to go floppy like a rag doll. There's nothing to do here but rest. That's perfect. Just really feel that connection between the bolster or pillow and your chest and heart center. Continue to work on the back. Our chakra system is in the front and the back, so I'm really diving into the upper mid back where your heart chakra is located as well. Keep breathing. If anything ever feels a little uncomfy, just keep breathing. As you seek stillness, just really notice that pause after the exhale when the body is completely still for a moment before you take your next inhale. Really connecting to that pause moment, just enjoying that stillness, the complete stillness. It's great. If you are turning your head to face one direction, Just gently lift it up now and turn to the other direction, and to make sure you are even in the neck. And again, just seek stillness. Open and allow. See if you want your hips to just meld a little bit closer to the heel. That's great. A couple more minutes here. Okay. I know it's very hot, so feel free to take a nice deep drink of water for a second. Water is an amplifier of Reiki energy, so the more the merrier. And then I want you to drift your legs back, and you might want to lower the bolster or pillow down even further. But see if you can come up into a Sphinx pose so that your shoulders are directly above your elbows and your hands, palms are flat on the ground and fingers facing forward. You don't need to actually be on the pillow at all for this, but it's quite nice in Sphinx pose to kind of just connect, just feel that pressure against the heart space. And you can look gently just above the top of your mat, bed. We're not going to stay here very long, so a gentle back bend. Okay, release your head down to the ground and just take a moment to recenter. Doing great. Okay, and then gently just pop up onto all fours, and I want you to bring a bolster. So either a bolster or one or two pillows right in the center. And I want you to lie on it and bend one knee. Okay, we're coming to a half frog pose. So we're bending the knee at the right angles and the foot is at the right angles. And again, you're melting down into the bolster or pillow. If it feels too high or doesn't feel supportive, you can just remove it as well. Okay, you don't need to have it, but you might find it adds a certain je ne sais quoi. Okay, just relax again. Continue to work. And again, just return back to the breath awareness and focus on the heart center. Breathing in and out of the heart space, really filling it with prana, with energy. It's great. Been quite a lot in someone's throat chakra space. Just consider for a second, what are you not speaking? What are you not saying out loud? What are you holding back? If someone's got a blockage here, I'd like you to release it. Speak your truth. Okay. Just one more moment. Your leg out standing in frog pose. So really surrendering down, nothing to do but rest. Just notice any muscles are holding on and just give that some ease. Yin practice is not about muscles, it's about the connective tissue between the muscles, the fascia. So whilst your muscles are resting, you're still working on the connective tissue. Okay, so I'd like you to take your extended leg and straighten it. Maybe a little stretch for a second. And then bend the other leg, the other knee. And just melt down into, it's a lovely passive hip opener that we're doing here. If you want to do a little more, feel free to push your pelvis down towards the ground, but you don't need to. And just seek stillness. If anyone would like to deepen the energy healing, I just want you to say, I accept this now. If it feels like enough, then you don't need to accept. Okay, and gently straighten the leg again. And I want you just to roll slowly onto your back. It's up to you if you want to do a little mini back bend or not. If you do, then bring the bolster up against your lower back or pillows, and then we'll just recline down onto it. But it works just the same if you prefer to be flat. And then I want you to just open your feet out to the side, and just opening the hips, and then bring the soles up so that they're touching, and at the hips, the knees fall out wide to the side. If this doesn't feel super comfy, feel free to get some of your cushions and stick them underneath the knees for support. It's up to you. Working on the connection now between the heart and the lower chakras. Connection between the heart and the more grounding sense. Again, just as much as possible, just release any tension. Forehead is relaxed, jaw is unclenched and relaxed, belly is soft and relaxed. Watching that belly gently rising and falling with each breath. Feel a lot of tension in some hips. If that's you and this is not very comfy, feel free to make an adjustment. You can, from here, lift your knees up and put your knees together and your feet come apart and rest on the mat in a more supported, constructive pose. So feel free to take that if it's not aligning. Have your hips this open. Okay, and if you have a bolster or cushion underneath you, just lift up and just push that out to the side. And we're going to just open stretch your legs long and just have your legs out to the sides, the mat distance apart, just resting the heels down. And I want you to stretch out the arms out to the sides, palms facing up. So it's pentagonal pose. I'll just finish off here as I ground through the energy. As I ground through the work today, I want you to return back to that person or thing that you are feeling grateful for. Or you can choose a new one if you like. See if you can visualize them right in front of you. See them smiling at you, and you smile back at them. Or offer them some metta and loving kindness. So say to them in your head, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free of suffering, may you be at peace. You see them smile and they gratefully receive it. And now imagine going back to the breathing in and out of the heart space. And now there's a little cord that's running from your heart center all the way into that person's heart center. Or if it's an object, then just imagine where their heart might be. With every inhale, you're drawing in love from them. And every exhale, you're sending love to them. Through this connection. I see it getting stronger and stronger and brighter and brighter. Just feel that connection, that love. Feel your love cup filling fuller and fuller and fuller until it's overflowing. Okay, then I want you to let the image fade, and I want to imagine that you're looking at yourself in a mirror. So you're looking at yourself. Yourself is standing right in front of you. I'm going to finish the day with offering yourself some loving kindness as well. So imagine there's a connection from your heart center to the heart center of the version of you across from you. You say, may I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free of suffering. May I be at peace. It's wonderful. Just relax here. Get into any final position that's most comfortable. Finish the practice for today. Okay, so letting yourself have a minute here. Take a moment to thank anyone that's come to assist you with this healing. And when you're ready, you to bend your knees and slowly roll onto one side. Take a couple of cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth with a sigh. Just let it go. And one more. And release. Super. You might want to gently push yourself up to a seating position and close out this practice. Or stay there if you wish, that's fine. Put your hands together in front of your heart center, the center of true wisdom. Tip your head towards your heart one more time. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much.